Welcome back to the channel today, guys, and welcome to the Fireball Thrower strategy. So it's been how many days since Town Hall 18 came out, and you guys know how Rich Riders are with the new Town Hall that is no longer a defensive building. So I have tried a lot of things, and I have ended up with throwers. So yeah, I've swapped out the Rich Riders on my army to throwers, and this is the outcome. I swagged my Royal Champion on this base, so this is a replay, and I'm just going to show you guys this and then a bunch of other replays of the strategy. You guys can learn from it, you guys can practice with it, and then know if you're going to take it into Legends League tomorrow. So yeah, the setup is still the exact same thing I would do on my Rich Rider strategy. I still have my two furnaces, which many people don't carry. Two furnaces. This time I have only three rocket loons, and then what else? Just the throwers. I have wall breakers now, so no super barbs. And then what else? What else? What else? I can use the flame flinger, so I use the flame flinger on this base. The idea is still the exact same thing. King inside with the throwers, just like the root riders, and then queen along the outside with her giant arrow and the giant funnel into the base and jump, blah 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 blah. So I have 4 totem spells on this army, and that is, would I say, a real game changer. Take a look at this bloody long shot. I've already used 1 totem spell on him, and that is the exact reason why I have 4, because this guy does splash and is very, very annoying. So yeah, we're going into the base. The funnel is clean, just a jump spell, no root riders to, open walls for us. And then, yeah, simple funnel, simple throwing. Like, I didn't do anything spectacular. 3 buildings in the fireball, set up my throwers, set up my jump spell, queen along the outside with the giant, set up my flame flinger as well, and then yeah, the totem spell would just help me to tank the rest of stuff. So king ability would come in pretty soon because his fox has died and he's in front of everybody. This is one thing about the guy, but then yeah, it's just an easy strategy, honestly. Or it's not easy. Oh, don't get it twisted. I have done a lot of practice, so I'm kind of making it look easy. So yeah, I didn't need my Royal Champion here because every single thing was still alive. Even my Flame Flinger, I think I ended up popping it by myself. Invis here to take care of this guy. What's it called? The Revenge Tower, because it's a bit troublesome. And then here, I didn't need my RC because my Queen was still alive along the back end. My Warden still had his Rage Gem. So yeah, let's get into my hits on Nigerian Prince account. I got a 312 on this ID, so we're going to review every single one of the hits. And hopefully it's like a guide to the strategy. Should I start from my this was my last hit of the day. Should I start from here or from the top? Let's just start. I'm already here. So this is a double Rage Tower base, and you guys know with Fireball Root Riders, I'm using almost the exact same setup with the Fireball Root Riders. So if you're familiar with the channel or familiar with the strategy, the Fireball Root Rider strategy, you're on track. So yeah, all I have to do is to fireball one of the Rage Tower compartments and then go behind the spitters. I think I used to do that on Root Riders, but here I think I emphasize it a lot more. Please just go behind the spitter. So I saw the 2 spitters on this base were pointing in this direction, and then all I had to do was just set up my firewall and then go behind the spitters, blah blah blah. It's a lot easier to funnel with the throwers, and I think they're just a lot easier than the root riders, honestly, overall. So yeah, simple wording work, and then all I have to do is to just set up my fireball at this point. I don't know if I took out that expo before setting up my fireball. I'm just counting how many invis I would need at this point. I didn't see flame flinger value on this base as well, so I didn't set it up. So invis, and then maybe one more invis to the left side, fireball into the core of the base, and voila, funnel is all set. We can go behind the spitters. So throwers can easily pull the ground warden as well. And the beautiful thing about the throwers is that they have very similar range with the warden. So the healer swap, which was also a very big problem with the root riders, the healer swap is a lot easier. I think I lost my warden on this hit, and it was very, very painful because the warden is the number one thing you want to keep alive on this strategy. He's number one because if you don't have your warden, you would time fail. You would, I think, okay, yeah, you can see traps and then giga bomb. I could not save him from that, but that's another reason why I have the totem spells to tank the long shot, because the long shot almost always finds my warden every single time. So yeah, we have this guy on my king, and then I popped my totem spell again to distract. That is what the totem spell is for, to move the the targeting away from your troops. So yeah, king ability here. You can see everybody's moving nicely with the jump with the king ability. So the funnel was clean, and then I have RC along the back end with her spear and her phoenix. So you guys didn't see that in the last hit because I swagged her. Yes, I'm bragging once again. And then here, now this is the ending of the hit. What do? You have your totem spell and your invis to keep your throwers and whatever is left alive. So I dropped a totem spell there. I'll most likely drop another one here. I dropped another one to tank if you have been playing Town 18, you already know how the totem spell works. So use it wisely and you would get through the rest of the base. You can see my RC cleared off this entire 3 o'clock part of the base with her spear and then her phoenix. Very, very handy. So yeah, simple. Or was there anything that was rocket science with this strategy? No. As long as you know the fireball root riders, you are good to go. On this account, I think I also swagged my not I think I also swagged my RC on another hit. I'll get into that soon. So yeah, you can see this base, and then with the fireball root riders, what will you do? I'll just fireball into the core of the base. So that's the exact same thing I'm doing on this army. All I have to do is funnel a lot better. So yeah, from 6 o'clock, that's the exact place I'm going to drop my warding, and that's the exact place I will almost always drop my warding with the fireball root rider strategy. So yeah, simple warding work, funnels to the left side, funnels to the right side. Not too much damage. All I have to do is clear that spitter, and then I can set up my fireball. You can see the core of the base. I didn't even just set it up on the multi inferno. I went to the core, like the middlest building on the base, and landed my fireball. So it was definitely a triple. I think I messed up. The follow up, I was doing a bit of nonsense. You can also see this hero bell. I didn't even take note of many things on this base. You have only 30 seconds to plan. I'm also new to the strategy, but honestly, the strategy is looking really promising. I got a 3-1-2, so that is enough promise for me. So here after the splitter, I'm trying to reduce the amount of buildings, and that's why I need my rocket loons. Some people don't take the rocket loons. That's fine. You're not all everybody cannot be Destro. So yeah, invis. I think did more invis, 4 invis, so that I can land beautifully in the core of the base. And I've taken out that core of the base. If anybody that is doing fireball and lands that fireball and misses the hit after that, you're just a gunner. So here I could have easily gone into here, but I don't know. I don't like going into spitters, so I decided to go from here. You can also go in here, and then you can also try to tank the spitter with the totem spell. So yeah, king here, throwers here, and then also take note of this bloody long shot guy. I will start dropping my totem for him once he gets into range of my troops or stuff. You can see he has locked onto my ward in here once again. The guy is just very annoying. So yeah, hero bell, making all the heroes very, very, I don't even know how the thing works, but it just increases the HP and damage of the heroes. But I was able to keep them alive with my queen and my siege barracks. I have the siege barracks when I don't use the flame flinger because it is really good. Helps my queen to stay alive a lot longer. The peckers and everything. I also use the totem to try to keep my queen alive a lot longer. Super minions come out of it. I was testing out I've used this strategy for 2 days, and I've just been trying to find the perfect composition. I also had a revive spell for my RC before, but then I just removed it and took extra totem spells, and honestly, it's been the best decision. That's why today I got this, and then I'm showing you guys the replay. So yeah, wall breaker, throwers, king is still alive, queen survived. I was even surprised because that was a lot of heroes and stuff. But then that's why she has the siege barracks. If you can't see flame flinger value, the siege barracks is your best friend. So yeah, that's a triple on Equac. Then who else? RNG Romeo. RNG Romeo, I think is the Rage and Invis base, and this guy is max already. Take a look at the max base. So Rage and Invis base, for those of you that are familiar with Fireball Retreaders, once again, how does Destro take this out? Just a simple warding work and then a fireball into the core of the base. So that's exactly what I did here once again. And you don't have to worry about, you have to worry about time in cases where you lose your Grand Warden. But then when you don't lose your warden, the only thing you can do to speed up your process is send your RC from the other side of the base. And you will see that here. I think I did that on this hit. So yeah, let's speed up the warden work a bit. Just the warden work into that compartment. Now, another good use of the totem spell is to keep your warden alive in the warden work. You can see lots of things are targeting him. Just drop the totem spell in that compartment and they redirect the damage. They redirect their targets and then also, tank future targets. So they're really good. Heroes, I think I dropped another totem spell here because, yeah, you can see once again, just to redirect the damage there. I forgot to say furnace to the left side, furnace to the right side. It's clearing off the buildings along here. So you can see speed. We're moving nicely. And then I think here I stopped using my totem spells because I still need them for the inside of the base. But then, yeah, the damage was already gone and done. After that X-bow was gone, all I had to do was just set up my fireball. I think, yeah, nice. Gone. Ice block spell. So 1, 2, and then I think I did the third one for safety. Fireball into the core of the base, and we've gotten every single thing in that core once again. So this is why I cannot leave the fireball, honestly, because the value of the fireball is crazy on some bases. I can't just sacrifice it for something. So yeah, wall breaker, king inside the base, still with his spirit fox. I don't know if I said that, but yeah, he has his spirit fox, and then jump further into the base. This guy will soon start firing, so I'm sure I'll drop a totem spell for him very, very, very soon. Where's the totem? I've not still dropped it. That's very bad of me. Okay, yeah. And I also try to drop it in a range of a range outside lots of defenses so that it doesn't go down very, very, very quickly. So yeah, everybody's moving nicely. You can see they're all moving to that part of the base. All I need is for my throwers to just snipe that town hall. It is a bit of okay. The builders are repairing it, but yeah, not the end of the world. King is going to pop his abilities soon. I think that's when my throwers will start targeting the guardian or the long shot, and then here. So here I'm just going to drop my already I dropped my RC from the scatter shot. You can see the other side of the base where the warden left. I could have even used the flame flinger for this part of the base, but maybe I didn't use it because of the CC building. I think I remember. But yeah, all I have to do is to just clear the rest of the base with my spells, invis, totem, ice hound. I said ice hound, ice golem, and then the phoenix on my RC. That is very, 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 very helpful to clear up the back end of the base. So yeah, that's GG. I'm just trying to see of the hit so that somebody will not come and complain that I don't see the hits till the end of the video. I think the next one is my fail, and then my fail obviously is a time fail. You can see it's a 98%. I lost my warden. This is why you need to keep your warden alive. So here, you can see once again, there's a core of the base. What do you want to do? You want to fireball the core of the base. If there's a lot of buildings in the core of the base, I always advise to fireball. It's when you don't see fireball value in the core that you just settle for a simple fireball. You can do a simple fireball. Don't say that that's what Destro said. But the best thing you want to do is to just get the core of the base down. You have less buildings to take care of in the core. And just less damage, because you can see the CC building is there as well. The monolith is there. The revenge tower is there. So why not just get the core if you can? If you have the furnaces, if you have the rocket loans, like your warden will not die. Come on, you have enough. You have 4 totem spells to try to keep him alive. Through the warden walk, you have 4 invis spells as well. So yeah, that's exactly what I did. Just the warden walk, and then I'm just warden walking 1 expo here. So let me speed it up. This also trying to clear off. You can see the mortar I cleared off at the top side. There was this mortar here, and then it got cleared by the fire mites from the furnace. So after that, air sweeper is gone. I'll most likely ice block, and then invis left, right, and then fireball into the multi inferno. Get the entire core of the base 2 quicks. You can see taking care of the CC building, the monolith, and then the revenge tower. That's good value. So now we are entering behind the spitter here. This second spitter is a bit of a problem. I didn't like the positioning. I think I plan to send my RC there, but RC still died very early. But let's see. King is moving in with the wall breaker. This, and then what else? Ice golem. Yeah, totem spear once again to try to tank the long shot early so that it doesn't lock onto my troops. Early enough, I think I will drop a second one to try to tank the minion prince, and then the long shot once again. Yep. So it just helps you to tank, reduce damage on your king, your throwers, because the splash and you do splash, and then the range is crazy. That's the thing with the craziest range on the base now, except from the hero bell, but that thing is completely useless. Honestly, the bomb hive is the best new crafted defense. So yeah, RC along that back, and I was trying to take out that spitter because I knew that spitter was going to be troublesome. I hate spitters are very, you can see it's taking out my healers now. So I think I had a totem spell. I was trying to redirect the damage, also invis to try to block the damage, but my RC went to the right side. I wish it went to the left side, because this right side was easy to just take care of with a skeleton spell, and then my super minions were there as well. So she went to the right side, which cost the time. You can see the totem spell to try to tank, remove the damage of the spitters on my troops, but honestly, it wasn't good. And I think after that, my warden went out in front and ended up dying, which made my throwers not to be able to break through walls quickly enough, and that ended up being a 98% time fail. So yeah, once your warden dies, you are in soup. You are in very, very, very big soup. So I can't advise you guys enough. Invis and then totem spells is what you have to keep your warden alive. So we have Logan. Logan is a YouTuber, for those of you that know. And then here, I went for a simple fireball on the base because you can see the core. There's only like 2 buildings in the core. There's only 1 building in the core because the town hall is not a defensive building. So I can't, look for a fireball there. So just a fireball on the side with a spell tower compartment. You guys know if I'm taking the side, I'm taking the side with a spell tower compartment. So simple invis, 2 invis, and then quick. 2 invis fireball, quick. Nice one. Got the CC out. Got the enemy queen out of the way as well. Ow. Excuse me. We got the enemy queen out of the way as well. Then I saw, you can see this thing. Once you fireball and then you look to the left side and the right side of your warden, if there's a flame flinger that can be set up, and I saw a bit of buildings here, just like 5 buildings, but honestly still worth it. So here, I'm going behind the spitters once again, sending my throwers, wall breaking, and then I think my king will come in soon. Queen along the outside to funnel with that, with the giant and all that stuff. And take it, bro, this what's it called? This new defense actually takes out wall breakers with like 1 shot. So be very careful when you're sending your wall breakers with the new crafted defense, the bomb hive. So yeah, At this point, I jumped to just reconnect everybody because I think I messed up with the parting. Some throwers here, some throwers here. But yeah, you can see my totem spell once again. The long shots are started firing, and then this guy will soon start firing my troops. So I'm just using the totem spell to distract. That is a very, very big thing on this army. Very, very big. So I dropped the third one again to make sure that they take it out, and then also take the long shot out. So they took them out at the same time. Yes. And then king ability, once you see him close to lots of buildings, so that his ability can just clear off stuff. I'm using the fox on that guy. I don't know if the phoenix is still going to be good, but I doubt. The phoenix on the RC is really good to clear off the back end. So yeah, my warden died here because I think I was paying. I was dropping my some stuff here, so I forgot. I didn't pay attention to my warden when he died. But you can see we've cleared up most of the base. So all we have at this point is to just try to clean up. So second quick, if you don't use the 2 quicks on your fireball, just make sure to use it when you're sending your RC space so that you can take buildings a lot faster. Saves her like 1 spare per building with 1 quick spell. So yeah, invising to make sure that this guy doesn't kill the king doesn't kill my throwers, and then ice block spell, and then totem spell, and then skeleton spell, and then another invis. I had lots of spells for the back end of the base, so I could not even fail. Even if my RC dies here, she has a phoenix. I have troops out of my flame flinger. The strategy is beautiful, guys. I can't go and learn it. That's all I can tell you guys. Logan, then we have Guts. I think Guts is who I swag. He rage and invis base once again, so I swagged my RC. Take a look at it. You can see the warden work once again at the 6 o'clock compartment, and then just fireball into the core of the base. On this core, I also got the CC building as well. I think I ice blocked him early so that he doesn't pull the CC, and then just went around the base at that point. So we're going behind one spitter here. I think eventually I'll go into that second spitter, but it popped my king ability. Bro, I hate going into spitters, but sometimes you can try to rugged it. I think I also used the totem spell to try to tank. But yeah, after that expo, I think, wait, let me slow it down. Now, I was able to just set up this early so that I won't pull the CC, and then I'll take it out immediately. So double quick, we took everything out of there, so all that's left is just to do the rest of the warden walk and then go into whichever part of the base. I could have gone in here or here. So, but yeah, I saw it. Yeah, that's why I didn't go here. If not, I won't go into the spitter. I saw flame flinger value here. You can see the flame flinger value there. Taking out the scatter shot and then that wizard tower. 1 full compartment. Honestly, it's good enough. So here, queen there with her giant. They'll just clear the outside of the base. Totem spell to try to tank the spitter's direction away from my troops. But then my king got popped by traps and then the enemy queen as well. I tried to drop another totem to tank, but the monolith now locked onto my king. So I just popped his ability, cleared off, good buildings. But I think I always like sending my king, popping his ability a lot more inside. But yeah, it's not the end of the world. I think I dropped another totem for this guy. I hate it when he's firing my troops. So I'm always very, very proactive with the totem spell on the guy, especially once he's level 5, bro. You don't even want to know. So here, now, jump spell on the back end. You can see the king ability was used early, so I didn't need to jump into that part of the base. So here, this, and then I think I did a poison for the 2 enemy heroes because I took out the CC building, so I didn't need the poison spell. Ice Hound is coming. Like, once everything is going so good, bro, everything is moving towards the back end. This is Flame Flinger is flinging the other side of the base. I think you almost always swag your Royal Champion. I also swag my Royal Champion yesterday or day before yesterday when I was learning the strategy, but I hadn't, found this full-on composition yet. So yeah, totem spell, one final totem spell to tank the back end of the base, and that was how I swagged my Royal Champion. Again, next hit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So final 2 hits of the day. DSM and VAD Hawk. DSM, what base are you using? Very weird looking base. I think I remember this base, bro. I didn't know what to fireball. And I also didn't want to go into the spitters. I think I was very, very afraid. So I ended up going behind the spitters. You can see the 2 spitters are pointing in this direction. My initial plan was to come from 12 o'clock with my warden and then fireball into the core, into the monolith, and then I'll get the CC building and this. But then I realized that I'm going like this. I'll now have to come into... Wait. Sorry. I'll fireball here and then warden work here and then I'll come into here. But then like that, I'm going into 2 spitters. You can see the 2 spitters pointing here. So this one, I just decided, you know what? Let me just go the normal route. Go into the 6 o'clock compartment with my warden, furnace to the left side and the right side. Fireball into the core. You can see this fireball. Only 2 buildings I got on the fireball. Which is another reason why I think I also got the spitter. But then my plan was also send the flame flinger there. But yeah, you will see how it went. 2 rocket loons to try to speed up, so I don't need a spell to take care of those buildings there. I also took out the enemy RC because there was enough tanking. I don't think... Okay, I used the... What's it called? I think I used the headhunter. Invis here because honestly the minion prints and all those things were just scaring me, I think. Then after that X, I should be able to set up the fireball nicely. I think just 2 invis and then fireball into the core of that base. 2 very, very unnecessary buildings. But see, that means that pathing is just the most important thing for the army. 1, 2, fireball. Boom. Then I think I took the minion prince. After taking the minion prince, I just landed my flame flinger. That was the plan. And then I can just go behind the second spitter. I don't like going into spitters. Because even my fail, you saw what the spitter did to me. That spitter that caused me to time fail wasted all my spells, bro. So I don't like going into spitters. I just adopt the same idea from Destro. So yeah, from here, King, everybody was moving nicely. Throwers were throwing. Bro, I love the throwers. How the throwers and the warden just stay, in and around each other. They just keep swapping healers between. Let me see if that warden got the healers very, very soon. So yeah, King is moving inside. Giant also joined them inside. Second wall breaker made it in. Then I think here, once my King got there, I popped his ability instead of dropping the jump spell. Because I knew that he would die very, very, very soon. So yeah, another one to tank this thing. If that thing is targeting your King, it's bouncing towards the throwers along the back end. So be very, very careful of it. So Monolith, I dropped the totem spell to distract, and then the skeleton totem spell to redirect the damage, and then skeleton spell to try to do that. You can see this guy once again firing my throwers. I think that was my final totem spell to try to remove the stuff. Wall broke for Queen at the top side. Now I have wall breaker, so I can do that for her. I think I dropped the ice golem late for her, so this thing tanked, or this thing took care of her. But then now my RC is here. I think I had my second quake. And then in this pro, lots of things are going on at the same time. So practice, because you may need to multitask. Especially when time is a problem. I think maybe time was a problem on this army. That's why I'm just trying to rush everything and do at the same time. So yeah, RC has done her job. She has taken out most of the stuff, and then her Phoenix will come when she's down. Super minions are coming out of the CC, but they enter the tornado and the Giga Bomb. But it's not the end of the world. Yeah, so this is the strat. Is this final hit of the day? I think I have one more to show you guys, and then we call it a day. Except I go to my other account that I got a 310 and show you guys more hits from there. Okay, yeah, this is Spirit Walk. We tried us from yesterday. What did I even get yesterday? 287 I did. Spirit Walk. This is my defense. Really nice defense. Join my base building server. It's the same base I'm using today. I don't know why it's 2 out of 4 today. Yesterday went 2 out of 8, and I've already gotten the 2 triples here. But yeah, join my base building server if you want my bases. There's a subscription fee to be paid, and then there are also free bases there as well. So yeah, make sure to like and subscribe to the video, to the channel. Like the video, subscribe to the channel to see more of this. Hopefully tomorrow I drop again. Next tomorrow I drop again. Yeah, I think we're back, boys, with this army. So see you guys, and ciao.